Murray Templeton was 45 years old, healthy in every part of his body except for a few crucial sections of his heart's arteries. But those few were enough to kill him. The pain had hit suddenly, climbed to an unbearable intensity, and then slowly faded away. He felt his breathing slowing down and a strange, peaceful calm settling over him. There is no feeling as sweet as the sudden absence of pain, he thought. Murray felt almost light-headed, as if he were floating upward and hanging in mid-air. He opened his eyes and noticed with distant amusement that everyone else in the room was still panicking. He had been in the lab when the pain struck, completely without warning. He had stumbled, heard people shouting in surprise, and then everything vanished into overwhelming agony. Now the pain was gone, but the others were still gathered around his collapsed body, which he suddenly realized he was looking down at. I'm down there, twisted on the floor, face distorted, he thought. I'm up here, calm and watching. Unbelievable, he thought to himself. The life-after-death believers were right. Even though that was an embarrassing way for an atheist physicist to die, he felt only mild surprise and no change in the deep peace surrounding him. Shouldn't some angel or something be coming to get me? He wondered. The room was fading away. Darkness began to fill his awareness, and in the distance, as the last thing he could see, there was a figure made of light, vaguely human, shining with gentle warmth. Great, I'm going to heaven. What a joke, Murray thought. As he thought that, the light faded but the warmth stayed. The peace stayed too, even though now only he remained. And the voice. I've done this so many times, yet I still feel pleased when it works, the voice said. Murray wanted to say something, but he wasn't aware of having a mouth or tongue or vocal cords. Still he tried to speak somehow, to hum or breathe the words out or push them out by contracting something, and the words came. He heard his own voice, clear, familiar, perfect. Is this heaven? Murray asked. This is not a place in any way you understand. Place, the voice said. Murray felt embarrassed, but he had to ask his next question. Sorry if this sounds stupid. Are you God? He said. The voice didn't change tone, yet somehow sounded amused. I am always asked that in infinite ways. There is no answer I can give that you would truly understand. I simply am. Call that whatever you want. And what am I? A soul? Or just some kind of imitation existence? Murray said. He tried not to sound sarcastic, but felt like he failed. For a moment he considered adding your grace or Holy One to soften the tone, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. For the first time ever, he wondered if he might be punished for being rude. Punished with hell, maybe, and what that would be like. The voice didn't sound annoyed. You are simple enough to explain, even to yourself. Call yourself a soul if you like. But you are really a pattern of electromagnetic forces arranged so that every connection, every relationship exactly matches the structure of your brain as it was in your universe, down to the tiniest detail. That's why you can think, remember, and feel like yourself. It seems to you that you are still you. Murray felt disbelief. You mean the essence of my brain was permanent? Not at all. Nothing about you is permanent unless I choose to make it permanent. I created this pattern. I built it while you were alive and adjusted it the moment your body failed, the voice said. The voice sounded pleased with itself and continued after a pause. A complicated but perfectly accurate creation. I could do this for every human on your world, but I'm glad I don't. I enjoy choosing. You choose only a few then? Murray asked. Only a few, the voice confirmed. What happens to the rest? He asked. Nothingness, the voice said, then added, Oh, you're imagining hell. Murray would have blushed if he could. Not exactly, it's just something people talk about. Still, I didn't think I was good enough to be noticed by you as one of the chosen, he said. Good? Virtuous? Ah, I see your confusion. I must make my thinking small to fit yours. No, I chose you for your mind, as I choose others. In quadrillions, from every intelligent species in the universe, the voice explained. Murray couldn't help being curious, a habit from a lifetime of science. Do you choose them all yourself, or are there others like you? he asked. For a moment he sensed irritation, but the voice responded calmly. Whether there are others or not is irrelevant to you. This universe is mine alone, my invention, my creation, made for my purposes only. And yet with quadrillions of minds you spend time with me. Am I really that important? Murray said. You are not important. I am also with many others in a way that to you would seem simultaneous, the voice replied. And yet you're one being? He asked. Again, amusement colored the voice's tone. You try to trap me in a contradiction. Imagine an amoeba, which only understands life as single cells, asking a sperm whale, made of 30 quadrillion cells, whether it is one or many. How could the whale explain itself in a way the amoeba could understand? Murray said dryly. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll get it. Exactly. That is your purpose. You will think, the voice declared. To what end? You already know everything, I suppose, Murray said. Even if I knew everything, I couldn't know that I know everything, the voice said. That sounds like mystical nonsense, something that sounds deep only because it actually means nothing, Murray said sharply. You show promise. You answer my puzzle with a puzzle, except mine is not meaningless. Think. I have always existed. But what does that mean? It means I cannot remember beginning. If I could remember beginning, then I would not have existed forever. If I can't recall my beginning, then there is at least one thing I do not know, the truth of my own origin. The voice explained. The voice continued. And although what I know is infinite, what can be known is also infinite. But are these infinities equal? Maybe the infinity of possible knowledge is infinitely greater than the infinity I possess. Take a simple example. If I knew every even number, I would have an infinite amount of knowledge, yet I would still not know a single odd number. But you could derive the odd numbers. If you divide every even number by 2, you get another infinite set that includes all the odd numbers, Murray countered. You understand? Good. That is your task, to find more such paths, far harder ones, from what is known to what is not yet known. You have your memories. You will remember every piece of data you ever learned or figured out. If needed, you'll be allowed to learn more data that you consider helpful to the problems you choose, the voice said. Couldn't you do all this yourself? Murray asked. I can, but this is more interesting. I made the universe to have more facts to explore. I added randomness, uncertainty, entropy, to prevent everything from being obvious immediately. It has entertained me for all its existence, the voice explained. I let complexity produce life, then intelligence, so I could use them as a research team, not because I need help, but because they create unexpected results. I cannot predict which new idea will appear, or where, or how. Does that really happen? Murray asked skeptically. Certainly. Every century something interesting comes from somewhere, the voice said. Something you could have thought of but hadn't yet? He pressed. Yes, the voice confirmed. Do you think there's any chance I'll give you something like that? Murray asked. In the next 100 years? Almost no chance. In eternity? Guaranteed. You will be thinking forever, the voice said. Forever? I will think forever? Murray repeated, stunned. Yes. To what end? He demanded. I told you. To find new knowledge, the voice said. But beyond that, why? What is the purpose of me discovering anything for you? Murray asked. That's what you did during your life. What was the purpose then? The voice countered. To find new knowledge that only I could find. To gain praise from others. To feel proud of what I accomplished, knowing I had limited time. But now I would only discover what you could discover yourself. You can't praise me. You can only be amused. And there's no pride in finishing a task when I have infinite time, Murray said. And you do not find thinking and discovering worthwhile on their own, needing no purpose? The voice asked. For a limited time, yes, not for eternity, Murray said firmly. I understand. Still you have no choice, the voice said. You say I must think. You can't force me, Murray challenged. I won't need to. You can do nothing but think. You don't know how not to think, the voice replied. Fine. Then I'll invent my own purpose, Murray declared. That you may do. I already have one, he said. Tell me, the voice invited. You already know. We're not really speaking. You shape my mind so I feel like I'm hearing and speaking, but you read thoughts directly. When my mind changes, you notice instantly. You don't need me to speak voluntarily, Murray said. You are surprisingly correct. That pleases me. But I still enjoy when you choose to tell me, the voice said. Then I'll tell you. My purpose will be to find a way to destroy this mind pattern of me that you created. I won't think just to amuse you. I won't exist forever just to entertain you. All my thinking will focus on ending myself. That will amuse me, Murray declared. I don't mind. Even your attempts to kill yourself may lead to new, interesting ideas. And if you succeed, I'll rebuild you instantly, making that method impossible. And if you find a new method, I'll block that too. And so on. It could be a fun game. But in the end, you will exist eternally. That is what I want, the voice said. Murray felt a tremor inside, but his voice stayed calm. So am I in hell. You said there's no hell, but if this were hell, lying about it would be part of the game, he said. In that case, why assure you you're not in hell? Still, you are not. There is no heaven or hell here, there is only me, the voice said. Then maybe my thoughts will be useless to you. If I discover nothing valuable, wouldn't it make sense to just disassemble me and stop wasting effort? Murray suggested. As a reward? You want oblivion as a prize for failure and plan to guarantee failure. No, you won't fail. With all eternity before you, you cannot avoid producing at least one interesting idea, the voice said. Then I will choose another purpose. Instead of trying to erase myself, I'll aim to humiliate you. I'll think of something you not only have never thought of, but could never think of. I'll find the final answer beyond which no further knowledge exists, Murray declared. You misunderstand infinity. There may be things I haven't bothered to know yet, but nothing I cannot know, the voice said. You cannot know your beginning. You already admitted that, so you cannot know your end. That will be my purpose. That will be the final answer. I won't destroy myself. I'll destroy you, unless you destroy me first, Murray said. You reached that thought quicker than average. Everyone eventually wants to destroy me. It cannot be done, the voice said calmly. I have all eternity to figure out how, Murray said, then try. And the voice disappeared. But Murray had a purpose now, and felt satisfied. What could any eternal being possibly want more than an end, he thought. For what else had the voice been searching through countless ages? Why else create intelligence and save certain minds except to seek that answer? And Murray intended that he would be the one to find it. Calmly, with a thrill of purpose, Murray began to think. He had all the time in existence.